In today's video, we will be discussing what makes a pre-workout sour. So on the market, you will see three types of pre-workouts. You will see the normal pre-workouts, which just have regular taste of any kind. Could be fruit punch, could be blue raspberry, just any type of normal flavor. Then you see the second type of pre-workouts, which are sour flavored. So these are mostly green apple or lemon flavored pre-workouts. These have, a balanced taste of having some sour and some great taste on the back end. And then there's the third type of pre-workout, PuckerFuel. An intense shock to your taste buds of intense extreme sourness. So yes, PuckerFuel is my own pre-workout that I'm working on, and we're making it intensely sour to the point where you're squirming. I remember enjoying my first sour candy when I was a kid, and it was incredible. It made my face pucker up so bad. I remember eating the candy and just going, that's the type of a taste that we're going for. But question is, what exactly makes that difference? Why is the first type of pre-workout not sour and PuckerFuel extremely sour? Well, let me first of all explain you the science behind sour. The mechanism is quite simple. The whole reaction is triggered by acids. So things like citric acids, things like malic acids, these trigger the reaction within your mouth. The acids donate hydrogen ions. The hydrogen ions then bind to specific taste receptors on the tongue. And the result, the more free hydrogen ions, the more intense sour sensation you will feel on your tongue. So that's basically the whole mechanism. You drink your pre-workout has acids in it. The acids donate hydrogen ions to your tongue receptors. Your tongue receptors take them in and feel that sour taste. However, now we move on to the fun part. You see, different kinds of acids contribute different kinds of tastes, different kinds of accents. So here I have put together a small list of ingredients that go into pre-workouts that give them that sour taste in different ways. First on the list, we have citric acid, and this is a primary acid and it has a sharp, zesty, citrus-like sourness. So this is the type of acid you would mostly put for lemon-flavored pre-workouts. It gives that lemon sharp kick of sourness. Malic acid, this is also a primary acid, and it gives a tart, lingering sourness. Things like green apple. If your pre-workout is flavored for green apple, it will probably have malic acid and it will give that tartness, that lingering sourness on your tongue. Tartaric acid. This is an acid and it gives an intense, sharp sourness. Mostly found, interestingly, in grapes and wines. So if your pre-workout was flavored grape-like, then you would probably use tartaric acid to get that flavor, that intense sharpness. Ascorbic acid, this is a vitamin, so it's basically vitamin C. If you ever drank vitamin C, then you feel this sourness taste. That's because of the ascorbic acid, and it gives this not too sharp, intense sourness. It's more like a mild, clean sourness. So ascorbic acid may be used in pre-workouts that just want to have like a milder taste of sourness, not this insane sharpness. Fumaric acid, this is also an acid and it has a strong, slightly earthy sourness. So for this, maybe you're going for like a deeper sourness taste in your mouth, just experimenting with different types of flavors. So you might go with fumaric acid. Then there's also a couple amino acids that have a sour taste. First up, we have aspartic acid. This is an amino acid and it contributes to a distinct acidic, sharp, sour taste. And secondly, we have L-citrulline malate. And this you definitely have seen in a couple pre-workouts. That also brings this sourness taste. It's an amino acid. The L-citrulline part gives you better blood flow, and the malic acid mostly contributes to the sour taste. So if you have seen citrulline malate in your pre-workout, that also gives a sour taste. And these have been just a couple ingredients that you can put into a pre-workout to make it taste sour. On top of these ingredients, there are a bunch of other different acids that have different tastes and different accents of sourness, but these are kind of the main ingredients, I would say. So now the question, why sourness? Why would you want to make your pre-workout sour? Well, there's 3 reasons why you would want your pre-workout to be sour. First up, just imagine you take a pre-workout that's insanely sour right before your workout. It gives you this sensory kick and you're ready to work out. So basically what I'm trying to say is, if you drink a sour pre-workout, it like basically puts you in a mindset where you're locked in, you're ready to work out, you know, you're hyped up. The second reason is it also kind of like clears up your mind space. You know, if you drink something that's insanely sour, it basically like clears up your mind space. You're not thinking about anything, you're ready to work out, you're pumped, you just want to go, you're ready, you know? And thirdly, this is an interesting point, but having a sour taste in a pre-workout actually makes it taste better. You see, many ingredients in pre-workouts like creatine, like beta-alanine, they have this bitter taste. And if your pre-workout is sour, that sour taste actually masks the bitter taste. So it's a funny point, but having your pre-workout taste sour may actually make it taste better. And lastly, how can you make your pre-workout taste more sour? 2 ways. Use more acids, more powder, or use less water. So for example, for the PuckerFuel pre-workout, if you want to make it taste insanely sour, then use the maximal dosage and use around 100 milliliters of water. 100 milliliters of water is basically nothing, but you will basically dilute the acids less. So you will be able to feel that intense sourness faster. You will be able to feel it immediately. But there you go. That has been everything about what makes a pre-workout sour. Now the question is, can you handle the world's most sour pre-workout, PuckerFuel, or can you not? Because our formula is absolutely smashed with acids so that you get that insane sharp sour taste. And if you're up for the challenge, then definitely go to puckerfuel.com and check out my pre-workout. But besides that, thank you for watching and I will see you in the next one.